Alright, we're back. We made it. We survived Sunday, you guys. Ooh, I did it. You did it. We did it. We did it together. Journey together. Wow. The day was carped. You guys, we carped the diem. You can't stop us. That's me. It is I. Carping the fuck out of the diem. You literally cannot stop the carping. I remember the first time that I heard someone read carpet diem. Made my day. I think one of my good friends got carpe diem tattooed on him like at 14 years old or 15 years old. Such a cliche tattoo though. Alright, Cobalion first try. Nope. We have been here. This is our third night hunting Cobalion. I haven't seen a shiny Riolu. I haven't seen a shiny Lucario. I haven't seen a shiny Cobalion. Cobalion. The Cobalt Lion. Cobalt or Cobalt? We don't know. We don't know if he's a Cobalt or what. He could be so many things. Tremendous amount of things. He could be person, place, or thing. It really depends on how he's feeling. All I know is that he can also shine. And that's what we're here for today. We want the shiny Cobalion. And boy, is this the most repetitive thing that I've ever done in my life. You just gotta run back and forth and just truly invest yourself in believing that you have not lost your mind. Everyone else has lost their mind, and you're the only one that gets it. Here on tcgpackrats. And we're running in circles. And that's what we do. We just run in circles. It's a beautiful thing. Just like corn. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm on the internet. And you're on the internet. And all of your dreams can come true. You don't even need to go to Disney. It might help. I'm not saying it wouldn't help. Okay, going to Disney is a magical experience. There you go. Crazy. Maybe I need to be like all the way on the back, and that's affecting it. Like, we have seen him spawn in when we're closer, but then again, sometimes it seems like he's not spawning at all. Or like, not respawning at all, so I'm gonna try to stay further back now. It's not like it makes that much of a difference in time. I'm just excited to see a Cobalion. I wonder what he truly will look like when he's here before us. You know, it's one thing to see a sprite shiny in a JPEG or a PNG file, preferably with transparency on. Thank you very much. But it's another thing to see it right up in your face. Joining you. No way. Celebi forever. I agree. Celebi forever. It was a great Pokemon movie. The Celebi one. Was that Pokemon Forever? What was the Celebi movie? Yeah, because Entei was the third one. Was Celebi the fourth movie? Pokemon Forever, yeah. You're joining me on the Cobalion front or hunt, or what are we doing? Also, how are we doing? How's your Sunday? Glad to have you. Thanks for coming. Those Cobalions. Those sweet, sinister Cobalions. We want them to shine. We need them to shine. A Riolu would be nice. Isn't that right, Celebi Forever? They get it. Goodness me. Oh my god! That's the first shiny Riolu I've ever seen. Alright, I'm doing one more lap. Determined. I'm determined too. At least we've seen a shiny Riolu. We know that it's possible. Here on tcgpackrats. I don't think that this is going to be the one though. I sadly, very sadly, have to reset the shiny Riolu. Because if I get the shiny Cobalion right now with 900 calories, ooh, yeah, that's going to be stressful as fuck. Okay. We're resetting. Bye bye, shiny Riolu. Yeah, we've been here. I've been popping in for 3 nights already. Trying to get the shiny Cobalion. Very stressful. Not knowing if you're running far enough to reset his ass. You know? Am I wasting my time? Am I doing it right? And you won't know until he shines. I definitely preferred the reset method for Virizion to this. Because it was much shorter laps. And I don't know, you just had a feeling when it was working. It just made sense. You were going really far away. Have you caught any other shiny legendary so far? This will be our third, this is our 4th one actually. We just have Latias left after this. He'll shine eventually. Hey bro, can I give you that mystery gift code? Go ahead, dog. Is it the prepare 25 one or something? I think I know what you're talking about. Also, how you doing, Goji? Hope your Sunday went amazing. All your dreams came true. Pull up real quick. What do you mean? Oh. I don't know if it'll stay in because I'm doing the resets. Just type it in chat so everybody can get it. Be a productive member of society. I believe in you. Yeah, go ahead and put it in chat so everybody can get that. Guys, this is a code for getting a bunch of items that everybody can get. Like to prepare for the DLC, quote unquote. Thank you, Goji. Well, that was nice seeing a Riolu shine. It just sucks I had to reset him away. I've been wondering about that. Oh yeah, it's preparing with a 1 for the eye. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I couldn't remember it for the life of me. Thank you very much, Goji. So, did you finally get the DLC, Goji? For Christmas? Have I done it? No, I haven't put in the code yet. So thanks for finding it for us. I couldn't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I remember you were doing Kyogre and everything. Yeah, I remember now. Sorry, it's been a long day, man. My brain is kind of like deflated. I had to run D&D for a while, and that really takes up a lot of my mental CPU. Just got done cooking and eating dinner and just like vegging out for a minute. Another code you can get via email, which gives you 3 love balls, 3 heavy balls, 3 quick balls, and 3 friend balls. Oh, for sure. I'll look into that. I will look into that. Well, either way, it's a bunch of balls. Bunch of balls. That's the most important part. Well, we got a new friend with us here tonight. Celebies Forever. They're also hunting shiny Cobalion. And soon, Goju, you will be shiny hunting the legendaries with us. Hopefully I'm not done before then, but you know, either way. Either way, you'll be here. You'll be hunting the shinies. Just like the rest of us. Doing our best of us. For the rest of us. Assuming you probably need them. I probably do need them. Well, the fastballs and love balls and such are very good for catching like legendaries in a ball that looks cool. You don't get them very often. You do not get them very often. What Pokemon are up there? Are they Machops or Machokes? You will never know when the shiny is just around the corner. I was hoping the mystery gift would give me full 99 stack of dark balls. Oh yeah, you like the dark balls that much? This guy, he loves the dark balls. He loves them. Can't get enough of them. The bigger the better. The bigger the better. He loves the balls. Just really... any balls. Goji loves them. He'll take them. Imagine if you caught Rayquaza with a dark ball. Do you realize it would make him an evil type Pokemon? And and raise his power level to the maximum it can possibly get? Yes, but it would make him incapable of loving his wife. And he would become an abusive husband. And then they would need to go to divorce court. And everybody knows that divorce court is a sham. Okay, it doesn't help with anything. It makes everything worse. Okay. Don't ask me how I know. It's my favorite show, that's how. His wife Usama. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You go home, you'd be like, Cheryl, I'm stressed from work and I need to be abusive now. That's how it works. And they say that every time. And then they do the abuse. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's the American nightmare. It's not the American dream. And it happens 10 out of 10 times. It happens every time. When Rayquaza, he's not satisfied at work. And who does he take it out on? His poor wife, Cheryl. Okay. It's a shame. And they're little kids, Groudon and Kyogre. They get so upset that they retreat to their relative landscapes. One deep into the sea and one into the air and the ground. I mean, what am I saying, dude? We're going in, dude. We're reinventing the Pokemon lore. First of all, everybody's like, oh, Mew is every Pokemon. Mew is every Pokemon. Mew is the naked mole rat Pokemon. Tell me I'm wrong. Mew is literally a naked mole rat without the teeth. As a low-key Kim Possible fan, okay? I used to sneak episodes. Okay, too much Kim Possible in the late 90s, early 2000s, and people would call you a girl. Show slapped. Show slapped, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Anyways, it was because of Shigo. Pretty much just exclusively watched to see scenes of Shigo kicking ass. She was the real hero. The naked mole rat in that show had superpowers. Like, as someone who very poorly understands the context of that show, Ron's mole rat seemed to have some sort of toon force. And I loved it. And I wish that I understood more about what was going on in Kim Possible. I think they were spies. All I know is that every time I tuned in, Shigo was bad as fuck. I don't know why she put up with Dr. Draken. He was kind of like disgusting. Incorrigible even. I guess he was brilliant. Isn't that crazy? Whoever wrote that show understood something about life and love that I don't know if I want to understand. It seems sad. It seems very tragic. Oh man. I don't make shows like that anymore. Then again, I just watched the fuck out of Fiona and Cake Season 2, and oh my god, what a journey. What a freaking journey, dude. Truly a step up. A step in the right direction. Although Ice King's arc in Fiona and Cake Season 1 was impeccable. I mean, Simon. He's not Ice King anymore, you guys. He's just Simon. He's not lame, dude. And then I brought up liking the Ice King in front of some friends one time, and one of their girlfriends was like, how could you like the Ice King? He's a monster. I'm like, yeah, people like the Joker. Like, the Joker kills people. People dress up like him every Halloween. What the fuck? The Ice King's a cartoon. It's way better. How could you like the Ice King? He's a monster. Because there's songs that make you cry. Jeez. I mean, he, like, wrote Fiona and Cake. He's, like, a brilliant writer, at least. What the fuck has the Joker ever written? Probably some sick shit, I'm not gonna lie. Probably some real sick stand-up comedy routines. Damn, dude. They need to do that. Like, they need to just do a whole comic in the universe where the Joker just is trying his hardest to be a stand-up comedian, and it's like traumatic. That would be a sick comic book, and that's what makes him crack. I'm gonna write that comic book and just be like, DC, hire me. I would love to write for DC. I feel like there's so many rules, like when you write for a pre-existing body of content franchise. I don't know, never done it before. I would write the fuck out of some Batman comics though. It would just all be Catwoman scenes. It would just be Bruce and Catwoman just all day. And then like various Robins getting traumatized. Like, oh, Dad, oh, not again. It's like, oh, Dick, why don't you knock first, Dick? No, the whip is for her, Dick. I swear. That's Robin's name. Crazy name. It's a crazy choice of a name. Like, they got to choose his name. You know, in real life, we don't get to choose our names. Our parents do, and so it's their fault. But the writers of Batman got to choose what to name the first Robin. They didn't call him Rick. Okay, they didn't call him Ricky. Or Ricardo. Okay, just think about that. It's a very cruel thing to do. Hi, this is my son, Dick. Like, yo, that's not... No, thank you. Although I am the type of anime nerd that would definitely name my kid, like, Goku. I would name my kid Vegeta, let's be real. But then his name is just Vegetable in Japanese. Honestly, that's kind of lit. Gohan is just lunch and or rice. How many American kids do you think are named Gohan? Like hundreds at least. At least a couple hundred. And they probably have a fantastic life. Like every time they go somewhere and they're like, oh, my name is Gohan Smith. Anybody who fucks with Dragon Ball, which is a lot of people, mind you, be like, hey, you eat for free, Gohan. Thanks for defeating Cell. Bro's getting credit for all the shit the anime character did. I think other anime names have more credence because they're just normal Japanese names. Like, I mean, Sasuke is like a storybook name for ninjas. So, like, naming your kid Sasuke is basically naming your kid, like, storybook ninja guy. Naruto is a part of ramen noodles. So that, like, I guess that's a name. But, like, okay, Yu Yu Hakusho, naming your kid Yusuke. There are kids named Yusuke. There's not a lot of kids named Kuwabara, which is like Mulberry. But I also don't think Kuwabara was his first name. I think Kuwabara was his last name. But like Yusuke is an actual name. I think Sailor Moon's name might actually be an actual... Usagi might be a real name. Like Misty in Japan, I think her name was Kazumi, which is a real name. So I feel like there's some anime names that, you know, would have a little bit more normalcy to them than Goku or Naruto or Vegeta. Oh, naming your kid Piccolo? I mean, fuck, dude. Just go all the way and name him King Piccolo. This is my son, King Piccolo? Yo, fuck yeah, dude. No, hold up. Hold up. That's what I'm naming my kid. It's my son, King Piccolo. And so it shall be. And so it shall be. King Piccolo, and then what? I think it's gotta be like a lit ass, like, historical reference name. Like, oh, nah. Yajirobe is also a great name, but your kid would hate you. But I'd be like, God damn it, Yajirobe. Go clean your room. It's a great name. There's no nickname for it. You just gotta say the whole thing every time. But like Abraham Washington the Third, just naming. Okay, imagine you have a kid and you want to like give him life on hard mode, so you just name it Hitler. That would make a really fucked up isekai. Just I got reincarnated as a kid named Hitler, so now my life is on hard mode. The anime, yo, fuck yeah, dude. I watched the shit out of that. I would watch the living daylights out of that. Crazy. I just made up the best idea for a show ever. It's no greater idea has ever been had. Isn't there like the reverse of that, where like Hitler gets reincarnated as like a little Japanese girl or some shit, and now she's like Tanya? Isn't that what that's about? I don't think that's what that's about. They seem to have superpowers in some of the clips I've seen. I don't think that the Nazis had superpowers. Then again, you never know. Ancient alien theorists, they do talk about it a lot. I love that show. They're obsessed with all that shit, dude. Not just aliens, but they're looking at the occult and like interdimensional shit. Fuck with that shit so hard, dude. It's just so interesting. And I like how the narrator always presents things that are obvious bullshit, but the way that the narrator presents it makes it seem like, could it be? It's just so good. Could it be that, you know what I mean? And it's just like, fuck, he could say anything, and the answer is, you know what, it could be. It might very well goddamn be, narrator, and then you gotta listen, because if it could be, then well, it might be, and if it might be, then well, what if it is? And that's how they get you. And that's how they get you. Before you know it, you're balls deep in season 18 of Ancient Aliens, still not knowing if aliens are real, which is stupid, because they are. Let's be real here. It's for real. I think that comment was, they saw us and they're like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. We're getting the fuck out of here. Can we loop around the sun and do the slingshot thing from the movies? Oh, I guess, sir, we can. Engaging slingshot maneuver. They literally did the thing from the movies. Which I'm pretty sure Stephen Hawking figured that out. And Neil deGrasse Tyson. These like astrophysicists. So like NASA doesn't figure shit out with the spaceships for the first time. The mathematicians figure it out on paper, and then some computer dude comes along and they'll take the numbers and program it into like a simulation, a 3D rendering model, and they'll be like, yeah, my computer says that works or doesn't work. And if it works, then they'll build the spaceship and find out in real life. I don't think we've ever done it with anything besides satellites, obviously. I don't think we've ever taken like a spaceship. Did they ever take a spaceship around the backside of the moon? I don't think they went to the dark side of the moon. There's all kinds of like crazy conspiracy theories about the dark side of the moon. That shit is spooky because it's the closest thing to us, you know, and then it's like the ocean. There's like so much of it that we haven't even seen or never see, and we could never know. And oh my god, when we landed on the moon it sounded hollow and shit like that'll keep you up at night. But I think it'll keep you up at night for a reason, because there's something there, something out there, and we know it. Aliens. The aliens. But I think they're chill, because if they weren't chill, we would already know about it. We would already know about it. It would be crazy. Nah, they probably just get off on like making content out of us. Let's be real, that's what we do anyways. They probably just got like bugs or their little cameras. They fly around and they make little YouTube videos for the aliens out of how stupid we are. It's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. I'm cool with that. I would prefer to get residuals, but you know, that's all good. Hook me up with some residuals, the aliens. That's all I'm saying, dude. Do you think that's how they get to be like famous people? They just make a contract with the aliens to get residuals from their interdimensional content? Oh shit, that's how a deal with the devil probably works. Damn, dude. I figured it out. They're gonna come get me. They're gonna come get me. I hope they send Beyonce and Jay-Z. If I like it, then I should have put a ring on it. I don't think they would send Beyonce and Jay-Z to take me out. They'd probably send some agent with like a number for a name and a barcode on the back of his neck. You'd never know. You'd never know. Bro, that is pretty lit. It's an interesting concept. Like Agent, what was the name? Agent 47 or whatever from the Hitman series. He is just like another number in a system. I guess like a relatively vast system of hitmen. And they were like the Assassin's Creed assassins. Ooh, so spooky. And they had lasted for many generations and such. And what if that's real? And who knows? I think that was a very interesting series, the Assassin's Creeds. It's very cool, and it's like the same kind of interesting as Angels and Demons. Like, oh, what if? What if? Bro, the Vatican's fucking crazy. Let's not even talk about any of that. None of that. We're here to play Pokemon. Not crack the conspiracy theory iceberg. Although, okay, speaking of icebergs, the Meat Canyon video about Pokemon scalpers was impeccable this week, you guys. And if you haven't seen it, no fucking way. Celebi, you got the shiny Cobalion? Or did I get the shiny Cobalion? No, not me. Holy shit. Okay, there is hope. Were you doing anything different from me? Congratulations, dude. Wow. Make sure to save before you go in. Make sure to save. Cobalion. Wow. Well, hopefully you can also get whatever other shinies you need from the area, too. Same thing I'm doing. Okay, good. Yeah, it's the hardest part about the shiny hunts is like not doubting whether or not, like not doubting the process. Congratulations, dude. What are you gonna name your shiny Cobalion? Oh, oh. Or you don't nickname them? All good. All good. Dealer's choice. Do you have any other shiny legendaries left, or was that your last one? Bam, bam, bam. Hopefully I get mine to shine soon. 3 nights in a row is just too much. It's just too much, man. I'm like concerned that when he shines I'm gonna miss it because he's just like a darker blue. He's not that much different. His back flaps are like more yellow than gold. And he's a darker blue. His back flaps. Oh, my back is killing me. Speaking of back flaps. Here are my hooves! Look at my hooves! Great film. Shout out Tom Green. I don't even know if I can say the name of that movie on YouTube. Crazy. Then again, I was just talking about conspiracy theories and getting whacked by the Illuminati, but I don't think the algorithm cares about that shit. Loves that shit. Could it be that Jay-Z and Beyonce are gonna come and sit on my face? Fuck yeah. I hope so. That's the thing. Okay, Beyonce is so fine that you would put up with Jay-Z watching from the corner, chanting an infernal speech. I think I would. I would. I'm gonna wake up in a shipping container tomorrow. They need to give me this shiny already. We can get back to the plot. Back to the pleasy. Cobalion is like an antelope, right? Some sort of antelope. They're doing it wrong. They should have made a cantaloupe antelope Pokemon. They should have been the fruit deers. The cantaloupe antelope. You could have had. Ooh, we thinking the oat goat. Dude, the oat goat. And he's just made of oats. And then, hold up. The beer deer. He's just made of beer. It's not a fruit. Beer is a fruit. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong! It grows on trees and it has seeds. I think. I hope. Shiny Riolu. Oh. Oh, if it shines right now. No. 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 I want the Riolu. It wounds me. Kill. 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 This shiny hunt is brutal. Brutal. Huh. Huh. Man, oh man, oh man. I fear this deer will never shine. So, okay, wait, this is gonna be, we're gonna change Cobalion to the Cantaloupe Antelope. We'll make Terrakion the Oat Goat. And then, what will Virizion be? Well, Virizion's already a plant. I just don't know what kind of, I guess, deer-like venison creature he is. It's like a hammerhead deer. I don't know what kind of deer he's supposed to be. It's not a giraffe, but he does have a long neck. Then again, you know... Okay, so maybe it's a gazelle? No, gazelles don't have crazy horns. This one's definitely an antelope, right? Because he has antelope horns. All I know is that I need this bitch to shine real quick. Can get back to the game. The legendary shiny hunts definitely slow you down a bit. If it wasn't for shiny hunting the legendaries, we would definitely be done with the shiny decks by now. It just sucks that you can't stack up special scans. I don't know if you can. I've never tried it. I haven't wanted to risk losing one. Catching up on the stream. Here's my first shiny legendary in ZA. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for catching up. There are 5 shiny legendaries that you can get, just so you know. The 3 Swords of Justice and the Eon Duo of Latios and Latios. So I wish you the best shiny hunting luck. And for methods, I wish that I had my clips of my own out, but I highly recommend my favorite YouTuber, Sauce McGavin. He has a great clip on how to get all the shinies. Cause I watch this shit too, dude. I gotta really catch up with my clips though. Hey, Katie, how's it going? Good to see ya. We're still shiny hunting for Cobalion. But at least we're seeing some Riolus tonight, so all my doubts are kind of dissipating. I'm hoping for the best. How's your day going, Katie? Why am I craving a bagel? Like, I had dinner. That's why I just don't eat bread, because once the bread gets in me, it's like an addiction, dude. I feel like sugar, people know that sugar is addictive, but bread is so fucking addictive. You just want to eat more bread. You just want to eat all the bread. I don't keep, like, cookies in the house. Oh, I love cookies. Don't get me wrong. It's just that if I have cookies in the house, they're gone. They disappear. I don't know what happened to them, boss. They're all gone. They disappear right into my mouth. Instantly. I don't know how, dude. I'm not even like a big eater. If I have cookies, I had cookies. Let's just put it that way. I'm not so bad with bread, but I get like hankerings. Like when I have a slice of bread and I have the whole loaf in the kitchen, I start thinking about the bread in ways that I don't think it's normal to think about bread. Like I feel like bread is actually addictive. And the ice cream I get, dude. Ice cream makes sense. Ice cream is genuinely one of the most addictive substances known to man. You cannot just have a couple scoops of ice cream if you have the rest of it in the freezer. No, dude. You gotta take out the whole tub. And you gotta just abandon all shame and just start spoon feeding yourself out of the tub until you can eat no more. Usually that's when there's no more ice cream left. You say, fuck it. Throw all cares to the wind and just dive into the tub. Now that makes sense. Okay? But I don't think it's normal for people to have addictive tendencies to bread. I think I do. I think I get that bread in me, and it's like Starbucks coffee, which definitely Starbucks coffee, they put crack in it. It's more addictive than normal coffee. They put actual crack in it. I have had some serious Starbucks binges in my life. And you wake up one day and you're like, what have I been doing with my life? $7 coffees every day. Sometimes 2 a day. Like, what am I doing? But the points. But the rewards points. First of all, Starbucks didn't even give me my freaking birthday coffee this year. I was so embarrassed. I showed up at the Starbucks. I was like, oh, it's my birthday. And they're like, did you get your birthday email? I was like, oh, no. Can I have my coffee, though? That shit made me sad, dude. Apparently everywhere does, like, emails now for your birthday. It's not even in the app. I got Denny's for my birthday. I didn't get the Pokemon. I hadn't put in my birthday yet when it hit. So now I gotta wait almost a whole year to see what the birthday reward is in Pokemon. Isn't that crazy? I fucked up, dude. I party fouled myself. So that sucks. Now, what else did I get for free? I got free Denny's. I did something else. I got a free thing at Wendy's. I got a free beer at my favorite bar. I got one more thing I forgot. Oh, last week I turned 32. I've got a oh shit. I guess it was this week. Yeah, I've got like a Christmas birthday, so I get mixed in with all the holidays. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I had a good one. I streamed for a lot of it though. I got caught up with the stream, like I was just having fun. I wanted to go out and get drunk and shit, but then again, I've been trying to just keep it chill, and the stream's been helping me with that. Like, I'm a bit of a social butterfly, and yet, like, I don't know, I needed to kind of lock in the latter half of the year and not spend as much money and do more productive things with my life. So I wasn't too upset that I decided to just game and stream and hang out with my audience that night, because historically on my birthday I usually get swept up. Like I get really drunk and I'll, like, you know, meet a girl and get swept up in whatever the fuck she's doing, and the next day is just a big ass hangover and shit. It's easy to fall into one of those in Miami. I'm in Miami, so if you go out, you're not just out. Like, there's a bunch of tourists with their own lives at your bar, and then you get swept up in that shit. I mean that to say, like, it takes over your night. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just your night anymore. Now you're in, like, Becky's narrative. And that's fun. Like, that's fun for what it is, but it's fucking not entirely dangerous, but it can be. But it's, like, uncertain. It's like a gamble. And then two, it's like, you know, doing someone else's shit on your birthday isn't usually the goal. Going out and getting swept up in someone else's bullshit, not really the aim. So I was pretty happy to keep it chill. And then I went out like a little too late, so I showed up at the bar at closing. And but that was, honestly, it was the right vibe, because like I wasn't about nothing big anyways. And then, you know, the bartender, the homie, gave me a free beer and a hug, and that's all a homie really needs on his birthday anyways, a free beer and a hug. So, you know, it was pretty chill. Like, and during the morning, I definitely went out and I treated myself. Like, I went on the lap of, like, alright, what free shit can I get for my birthday? Oh! I got the free Publix birthday cake. That was the other free thing I got. That is a clutch thing down here in sunny South Florida. Publix, the grocery store, gives you a free birthday cake every year for your birthday, so that no Floridian will go without a delicious birthday cake. And even homeless people, dude, could go and just show that it's their birthday and they get a free cake. I think now you have to actually get the email, so that sucks, but it's a beautiful thing that they give people free cakes. So I had my birthday cake, and I even had company when I ate it because the outside cat, my cat's girlfriend ran up inside on me, and she came up on the table while I was eating my cake. I was like, hold up, if you want to eat cake with me, let me get you a plate. And I gave her cat food, and that was really cute. She's a good girl. I swear, so this outside cat, my cat passed away, but this was his girlfriend. Ever since he passed away, she has been really trying to get me to take her in the house. She has been trying so hard. She's been so nice, and she's been catching extra mices, and all the stuff, but better. You know, she's not being too rambunctious, and like yesterday I let her in while I was streaming, and she just laid in the bed for like 4 hours and was chill. I'm not ready for another cat. I'm not ready for another cat. She's like, I'm already here, bitch. I pretty much have moved in already. And it's like, damn, dude, that's exactly how cats work. That's exactly how cats work, bro. It's like the new cat delivery service. It's real as fuck. And what I'm scared about is it kind of looks like she might be pregnant. And if this cat has a bunch of kittens in my house, I am going to have a bunch of kittens because, oh god, I am a sucker for kittens. I think as anybody should be. As anybody should be, kittens are one of the greatest substances known to man. Truly, it's like uranium, kittens above that. One of the most powerful substances known to all of physics. If this cat has kittens, it's done for me. I'm gonna own however many cats that she makes. I shouldn't speak these words into existence. I cannot afford to have 13 cats, but I will, god damn it, I will have 13 cats if she has a litter anywhere near me because I love kittens. They make everything better. They make everything better. And they run around, they make little noises. Make little kitten noises. What's not to love? Puppies are amazing. I love puppies, but I feel like puppies are, it's a lot. Kittens are manageable. Kittens, they just kind of derp around all day. You know. Puppies, they do more than derp around. They like flop around. I'm just making it up as I go. I don't fucking know. I've never raised kittens or puppies. I had... Okay, so Nokia we got when he was a kitten. And I guess he was like 2 weeks old. He was like 2 weeks old. His mom had left him behind because he was stuck under the washing machine where she was raising her kittens. He had gotten too fat off the titty milk. And, but he ate solid food. We didn't have to nurse him or anything. He ate solid food right away. And the only difference was that Nokia could not walk the first few weeks that we had him. His legs were still underdeveloped. He was a runt or some shit. Or maybe he was just too fat. But he was like a sphere. And his little tentacle legs stuck out of the side. So he would just wiggle on his belly to get around. And he wasn't very good at that. And then the second that he developed enough for his legs to touch the ground, this is how he got his name. This is the legend of my late best friend and cat, Nokia. The greatest cat that ever existed. As soon as he learned how to walk, he started climbing. But he didn't know how to fall or like catch himself. And so, first it was from a chair. I just hear him make a noise like meow, and I turn around and he leaps off of the chair and head first into the tile, and I thought he was dead. A few minutes later he gets back up, he shakes it off, he's really excited, he's like meow meow, I saw Jesus, meow. He came back from the dead, I swear to God. And it would just escalate. He would climb onto higher and higher surfaces and leap off face first, not even attempting to catch himself. And he would die and he would come back from the dead, enlightened. And so I said, this cat is indestructible. I'm naming him Nokia, like a brick phone. And that was my cat. And for 13 years, he was the most indestructible baby ever. And then he got old. And I think time is the one force that even a brick phone cannot stand the test of. Although the Nokia brick phones they are not going to biodegrade. Those are going to be here for thousands of years. Those are going to be here on Earth longer than any of us. But yeah, that was the story of Nokia. He was truly a trooper. He eventually learned how to catch himself when he fell. He just never climbed very much after a certain point. Like, after one major jump, I think he hit his head hard enough that he was like, I'm not doing this again. This is it for me. Or maybe he got enough brain damage that he physically forgot how to climb up high. Or the need to climb up high disappeared from him, but he just never really did. The highest he would go would be the headrest of a chair. He liked to be up on like the back of your chair or the back of the couch or whatever, and he would just be your headrest, which I missed that desperately. It was very nice having him up there. He didn't like this chair because he couldn't do it with this chair. He was a good boy. But so his girlfriend's trying to take his spot, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, because I love Samsung. She's a good girl, but she's definitely an outside cat. She's definitely an outside cat. She's got claws that could shred a couch in minutes. And she loves to knead things, including my flesh, which is not enjoyable. I'm sure there are some people who are into that, not me. Let me tell you. And last night I had her on the stream for 2 seconds, and I said the same. I said, I can't put her on my lap because she fucks up my pants. Immediately starts to fuck up my pants. She's like, oh, that's my cue. That's my cue. I am cat. Swear to God, Cobalion is never going to shine for us. So I don't know. Try though she might. I don't think Samsung's going to come live inside. I'll definitely keep feeding her, and, you know, I hang out with her every day when I'm outside in the yard. She's been getting at least like an hour of inside time every day. That's the thing. It's not like she's not getting inside time. She's basically my cat. And yet, I'm pretty sure that there's like at least 2 other families feeding her right now. One of the neighbors tried to tell me the name that they gave her, but it was some Haitian shit. I couldn't understand. It definitely wasn't like an English word with an accent. It was not an English word. I would have been able to tell. I've been around enough of all of the accents in South Florida. We have all the accents here. I'm actually quite fond of the Haitian Creole accent. It's part of the music of Miami. They need to stop encroaching on Little Haiti, man. I have so many fond memories in that part of town. They actually just revived the bar that was like definitive of Little Haiti for so long. It's called Churchill's, and it's like the diviest of all dive bars. And not to throw shade, but I went there after all these years, so excited to see like this old show host who I made friends with since. It was the first open mic I ever did, and oh my god, like comedy was not for me back then. I wasn't ready to be a performer back then. I did not do well. I think I did well the second time, but the first time I don't think I did very well at all. I didn't know how to use the mic, and I just didn't do well. I was scared as hell. I remember vividly the first time I ever did comedy, I had to go up after, it was an all arts open mic, and I had to go up after this old man who did poetry about missing his dead wife. and like vividly describing sex with her during the like, and I had to go up afterwards and try to bring up the vibe, and I wasn't this version of me yet, dude. I didn't know how to do that. And also I had just cried from the guy's poem because it was heartrending. Oh man, I found out years later, they let me know when that guy passed away. Everybody loved that guy. Oh, very sad, very sad. We had all gotten together at another bar a few months before this Churchill's thing restarted, and I got to see everybody. And then Churchill restarted, and it wasn't the same. So that's the story. So I go to Churchill's reopening week, and it's not the same, and the prices are crazy. Like, I used to spend $3 on a Pabst Blue Ribbon there, and I ordered 2 Pabst. It's $18. I don't even know how. Like, if there's gratuity or anything. And at that point you realize, like, this whole area of town has been gentrified. Like, oh my god. First of all, the bar closed during the pandemic. It's only 5 years. It's only 5 years to go from paying $3 a beer to $9 a beer. It's a 300% increase. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I missed the old world before the plague times. Plague times really fucked shit up for all of us. I defeat Kyogre today. It was pretty easy to defeat him. Damn it, I guess I'm just bad. I guess I'm just bad at this game, bro. I had a hard time with Kyogre because of the, like, rotating omnidirectional water lasers. That was very difficult for me. Everybody's like, yeah, Kyogre was easy as fuck, dude. Kyogre was so easy. Nah, not for me, bro. Maybe I'm just stupid. I'm glad you beat Kyogre. Goji, I think, is also on the same part of the game where it's like Kyogre Groudon. So you guys are keeping pace. When is this dude gonna shine? I'm alarmed. Katie, are you also going to shiny hunt the legendaries? I hope so. I hope so. Over 9,000. I hope not. What 9,000? Swear to God, Vegeta is my spirit animal. Except for his hairline, he can keep that. He can keep that. Oh, good. Yeah, you can't pass up an opportunity to get shiny legendaries the hard way, the respectable way. This only happens like 2 times in a decade that we can shiny hunt legendaries. I hope that Gen 10 is a complete game, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. It's just that so the technology keeps improving, quote unquote improving, but like the games keep getting smaller. You know what I mean? I don't get that. We haven't had all the Pokemon in the game since what? Since Sword and Shield? It's kind of crazy. Oh my god, my back is killing me. Dude, I need like an army of Oompa Loompas, and one of them needs to be like a massage therapist. That would be fantastic. What made Willy Wonka decide to have an army of like enslaved magical creatures? because I feel like I'm approaching that point in my life. And then I didn't see the origin story. How did he get the guys? I should watch that movie. It looked pretty good. The British guy was the Oompa Loompa. First of all, the original, the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory novel is terribly offensive. It's super racist. The Oompa Loompas are a tribe from Africa in the book, and that's not great. It's not great at all. We don't approve of this message. So it's kind of crazy that Willy Wonka has become such a cultural like icon when, much like a lot of the Disney narratives, like the original text is like super fucked up. Like The Little Mermaid is really messed up. I think Pinocchio is really messed up. Pinocchio's basically like a monster movie, like, you know, story before Disney gets it. Guillermo del Toro got his hands on it recently. I have to watch that. Del Toro is one of my favorite directors, but I've kind of fallen off with watching a lot of shit that I like. I'm doing a lot of catch up. It's been a lot these last couple of years. Doing a lot of catch up. I got a nice little Crunchyroll membership going, so I'm going back and kind of like setting myself up with an anime list of things to watch. Definitely my first watch of the year. I'm going to catch up on the One Piece anime. Obviously I'm caught up with the manga, so it hasn't been the priority to keep up with the anime, but that, and I keep seeing that like they're robbing Sanji like right and left. Everything is getting stolen from Sanji in the anime that he did well in the manga. And that's fucked. Not that I guess I'm a Sanji stan. Like, I really like Sanji a lot. But I like all the Straw Hats a lot. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, Sanji's my goat or anything. I love Sanji. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that kind of guy where it's like one Straw Hat or another is like my favorite. Besides, okay, never mind, that's not true. Frankie is my favorite Straw Hat. I'm not gonna lie, Frankie is definitely my favorite Straw Hat. That's not a girl, because Nico Robin, oh, fuck. First of all, you know, a lot of people say, like, oh, she could fix me, frivolously. Nico Robin could literally fix me. Okay, and that's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. Okay, there's a lot wrong with this. This is a special boy right here. Nico Robin could fix me. She could read me like a poneglyph. And spawn a million hands to keep me in line. Oh, we love her. Then again, in a completely non-romantic or sexual way, Dr. Tony Chopper could probably also fix me, but like with psychiatry. It'd just be like, oh yeah, you're mentally ill, dog. Here's a pill for that. Like, no, no pills. You can't fix all this greatness. Kanye! Yeah. Nah, Kanye needs to take his pills, though. Unless, I don't know. I will say, like, the music slaps when he's losing his mind. I don't... Sometimes the words are really offensive. The beat still slaps. You just can't stop him. You just can't stop him, dude. This guy, he's a production genius. He just happens to be severely mentally ill. So sometimes he's on one. The interviews were crazy. Interviews are fucking crazy, dude. His daughter's on one recently, too. That whole family's fucked up. I mean, he knew what he was doing when he married Kim. He knew exactly what he was doing. They're perfect for each other. It's like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. They're perfect for each other. I think they should get back together. They should get back together. Unpopular opinion. They're perfect for each other. But ooh, that trial was so juicy. I watched that. That was our generation's OJ trial for one. Tell me how that was our generation's OJ trial. Not the Epstein shit. Nah. That wasn't. We weren't gonna get that one. We weren't gonna get that one. No, we got Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. How many days were they in court? Like 7 days? Oh, I watched the fuck out of that shit. I had popcorn. I canceled all my bookings. I just watched Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I did have some editing work, so I kept busy, but I watched the fuck out. Like, I was slow as hell with those edits. Ooh, yeah, I was on the edge of my seat. And she's like, I got stung by a bee. I got stung by a bee. Like, oh, dude, and the duty on the bed. My goodness, you can't write this shit. Like, a professional team of Hollywood writers could not have fabricated such hijinks. I swear, dude. And they just need to publicize more trials, because that was the most entertaining thing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies are lit, but that was the most entertaining thing Johnny Depp has done in years. Okay, besides the ridiculous perfume commercials he makes, because those are very funny to me. I find those very amusing. Not as amusing as the Matthew McConaughey Lincoln commercials, which are honestly the best commercials that they have made since the Taco Bell dog. But, I lied. I forgot about the Quiznos rats. Those commercials were objectively perfect in every way. They could never make a better commercial. I don't know how or why, but those were perfect commercials. And it's a real thing. If you look up the history of that, is that those shitty ass rats saved Quiznos from bankruptcy. Like, they put out those commercials as a Hail Mary, and their company came back from the dead because of it. I don't know how. Quiznos subs. He's got the good stuff. What? But it worked. I need to find that level of branding success once in my life. Oh, God. Do you think that the Quiznos rats are free agents? Or we could hire them for pack rats? He's got the good stuff. The Quiznos subs. That shit slapped. What else is a perfect TV commercial? Damn, dude. What are my favorite commercials of all times? Definitely the 411 pain commercial, but I don't think y'all have that in the rest of the country. But I do a whole stand-up routine about that. That's my favorite commercial. I think the J.G. Morgan, J.G. Wentworth commercials where they sang the catchy ass tune were very good. Those were very good commercials because that shit's still stuck in your head. 877 cash now. That shit's still stuck in your head. And it will be forever. That's supposed to be the objective of a commercial. It's a good ass commercial, bro. They have people on a bus, they just start singing, bursting into song. They got their money now. It's my money and I need it now. I think that's the same people, right? JG Wentworth. It's my money and I need it now. That's a fucking good catchphrase, bro. That's literally what everybody wants to hear. How do we feel about the Burger King King now that they've put him to rest? I was never that much of a fan. I thought that shit was cringe. And they birthed him just before the term cringe got made. Isn't that crazy? I feel like the term cringe had to come into existence to describe the Burger King King. I mean, he had stockings and shit. It just didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. Nothing against men's stockings. It just didn't work for me. The King. It's like Little Caesar. I don't like Little Caesar. Like himself. I'm sorry. Unpopular opinion. People are gonna flame me all they want. I think they could have done a better job on Little Caesar. They just made him look bad. They made him look bad. I do think the president is doing it wrong, because he would make a great fast food mascot, and he would make way more money doing that. He'd probably control more of the world with a successful fast food chain than he does as the president. So he's just doing it wrong. And he could just rip off McDonald's and call it McRonald's. I mean, well, it's already McDonald's. He just got to buy McDonald's, you guys. Hell yeah. Thank you very much. Hopefully we catch it soon. I can only blabber on for so long, you know? There's only so many unique and peculiar thoughts in my brain. That's not true. There's an infinite amount of them. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you hit the subscribe button. I'm so glad you got your shiny Cobalion, my brother. I hope you have a great night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shiny. Shiny now. I want him to shine so bad. So anyways, I think that the president would make a fantastic Ronald McDonald alternative. I'd like to visit that timeline, to be honest. Happy New Year to you. Hopefully I'll see you again before then. We're going to be streaming every day. Every day till we get this dang shiny dex, and then I'll take a break for a little bit. And I'll be back with another Pokemon game. Hell yeah. But you have a great night. It was good to meet you. Why won't you shine? Why won't you shine, Cobalion? At least we got to see a couple Riolus, because I was starting to doubt if this method was working at all. Cobalion, why won't you shine for me? This bastard. It makes me wonder if the all types donuts are like somehow worse than the other donuts, but that couldn't be. That couldn't be. Really hope I get one of these guys on my first try, because then I don't have the patience to keep doing this back and forth with the shinies. Oh, trust me, I don't have the patience either. I'm losing my mind here. I am absolutely losing it. Okay, I'm about to reach into the computer and give Cobalion a real strangling. No, but jokes aside, I mean, this one has been the hardest for me. I'm sure you've noticed that the last few streams have been a little shorter. Or at least last night's was. Tonight's will be as well, because I can't do these sorts of repetitive motions for that long. It really fucks with me. I think it fucks with most people. The torture method at Guantanamo Bay involves like this sort of thing. Like making a prisoner do a repetitive task or do nothing and then listen to the same song all day. I think like Eminem music has been used to torture people before. Isn't that crazy? He's so talented. But I can see how his voice might get annoying on repeat. No offense, Eminem. Love your work. Love your work, big guy. As Eminem's a big fan of the show. That'd be so cool. Ah! I might be one of the few people that the torture method wouldn't work on because I've listened to his music all day before and haven't really cared. Yeah, I like Eminem too. I don't listen to him that much, but I do like Eminem. I like Eminem as a person too. I think one of my favorite Eminem moments is in the interview where, like, the opening scene of the interview is Eminem coming out of the closet, like, in that universe. And oh. That was so funny, dude. He's just like, yeah, I've been saying it in all of my songs. It's completely straight-faced. I mean, you gotta be a real... you know, team sport to pull a stunt like that as a gangster rapper. He also cross-dressed for the VMA Awards, the MTV Music Video Awards one time, which I think is real brownie points as well. Like, he's super comfortable with his sexuality. Whatever that may be. He's relatively private with his private. You know, he talks about his ex-wife and his daughter. I don't know very much anything about his current life. Eminem. But that scene in the interview was so well done, man. And James Franco was like, like crazy, dude. Imagine being a reporter and that happens to you. Such a funny scene. That movie was very funny. It almost caused like an international incident. And Netflix was like, we're gonna release it anyways, bitch. Oh, that was a good moment. That was a good moment in history. I'm gonna have to reset that Lucario. We've reset 2 Riolus and a Lucario so far. Hell, I'd rather reset a Lucario than a Riolu, though. We need the Riolu. What is my favorite cartoon? That is such a tough question. Cartoon or anime? Or like both? Because if it's just cartoon, that makes it easier, for sure. But I still have to think. I would say like Genndy Tartakovsky cartoons are really high up there as far as cartoons. He's probably my favorite like cartoonist. Genndy Tartakovsky is like Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls. I love those shows. Courage and Johnny Bravo are really high up there on the list, though. And then SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob so much. My dad was a pirate, and my house, not this part of my house, but the whole rest of my house is basically like SpongeBob. It's like Mr. Krabs' house. So, having grown up in a pineapple under the sea, SpongeBob has a huge place in my heart. I'm kind of like moist critical in my like conversation because like everything I say is a SpongeBob reference. I'm just constantly making SpongeBob references. But I think SpongeBob is practically a given. with this generation that you're, you know, if you grew up in the early 2000s, the late 90s, early 2000s, you love SpongeBob. I don't think anybody dislikes SpongeBob that's my age. I guess other so I do consider Last Airbender to be an anime. I think that's an increasingly popular opinion. That's an American anime in my opinion. The way that it's produced, the quality of the animation, the seriousness of the plot, it like divests from the cartoon genre, and it definitely aligns more with the anime art form, in my opinion. So yeah, but I definitely think as far as like Nicktoons go, SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents were the best on Nickelodeon. Definitely have to say, like, Cartoon Network cartoons probably did it for me more. I don't know, like, SpongeBob was different. SpongeBob was in a league of its own. And then for me, there was a bias. There's another bias. So, I had to break through this boundary with my pops, where he didn't want me to watch cartoons at all. At all. He wanted me to watch Discovery Channel and Animal Planet and History Channel, and he wanted me to do extra workbooks for writing and reading, and he wanted me studying all the time. And then when he found SpongeBob, and specifically SpongeBob, Courage, and Johnny Bravo, warmed my dad up to letting me watch cartoons, because he really liked those cartoons. So those 3 cartoons will always be my top 3 for sure, because that was how I got cartoon time, dude. That's how your boy had any amount of anime time at all, was because my dad liked SpongeBob a lot. My favorite cartoon is Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel. I just started Has-Been Hotel. And Amazing Digital Circus. Okay, so those are more recent cartoons. That's definitely after my time. I haven't seen Hell of a Boss, and I've been putting off Has-Been Hotel for a long time. I think those are by the same people, huh? The same animation studio? Not sure, though. And I don't know about Amazing Digital Circus. I'm sure I've heard of it, but I can't think of which one that is. I'm loving Has-Been Hotel so far. I love, what's the name of the porn demon? He's great. He's great. He's such a three-dimensional character, and his history with his abusive ex is really well done, I think. The voice actor does a great job, too. I'm kind of liking the Radio Demons arc so far. I'm only a couple of episodes in, like 5 maybe episodes in. Angel Dust. That's such a fucked up name. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's very well done. He's just the right amount of flamboyant, I think. Like, it's definitely over the top, but the setting, I mean, they're in hell, they're demons, like, it's gotta be over the top. I think that they walk a line with that, where it could be too much, but he's not. He's just the right amount of too much. I think they do a great job with that with all of the characters. They're doing a good job in creating demons. I think texturally, like, a demon has to be a being of excess, and they're doing a good job of that. Definitely the radio demon's got a lot more going on than just being a radio demon, though. There's that, the whole, like, whatever they're called, Lords of Hell thing, seems like it's going to be developed a lot more. I'm very interested to see how that goes. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love the kind of blossoming of LGBTQ in the animation industry, because we've always had, like, what's the funner way to say that besides LGBTQ? We've always had queer people in the animation industry, but they haven't been able to represent themselves. And in that way, it's probably stifled some of the greatest artists of the last few generations from truly making the greatest versions of their art. But like, letting people be true to themselves and tell the stories that they want to tell in this modern era has allowed us to have some of the best character arcs in cartoon history. Marceline as a character. I think Steven Universe as a whole. Like, getting to have Steven Universe was a positive thing for society. It's such a beautiful cartoon. I haven't watched, what's it called, She-Ra, or what? No, is it She-Ra, or it's the other one? It's like super gay positive. I think it's She-Ra. I get them confused. That one's supposed to be really good, but then I think it got drawn out. Like, in the end, like, people don't like it as much. And then, like, Hazbin Hotel has been on the list of, like, iconic queer influence cartoons for me to watch, and I'm fucking loving it. I'm loving it. I think, I don't know. I feel like it's good that they are making it in an industry where they're not constrained to hell being the only place where they can have gay characters. Because that was the case in the industry for a long time. Like, the only characters that could be gay were like bad guys. And so it's interesting for them to go back to hell in an environment where they don't need to be in hell to tell gay stories, but they are going to tell gay stories in hell. And how they're doing that is very progressive, I think. It's very, very interesting. She-Ra is... And the Princesses of Power. And the Princesses of Power, yeah, that sounds like the feminist vehicle. Are they doing a good job at it? Like, is it doing positive things? Or is it just, like, falling apart? Because I feel like with a name like, and the Princesses of Power, like, you've got a tall order there, She-Ra. You've got to do a good job. There's a lot of tightropes that they're walking where they could make that show either trite or, you know, like, just too much. I know the first 2 seasons were relatively well received, and I was like super close to watching, and then I don't know what I started watching instead. Oh yeah, no, I had a whole JoJo's binge with my ex. She wanted me to get into JoJo's, and what sucks is that we only got as far as I had already made it. She wanted me to watch from the beginning, and I had already completed Stardust Crusaders, and that's where we kind of fell off with it. It was the same episodes that I had already... We didn't even finish Stardust Crusaders together. I think one of my favorite Dragon Ball Super moments was when Beerus did the sneeze of destruction. Oh, crazy. That's anime canon, first of all. Oh, did you see that they announced Dragon Ball Super Kai? They're gonna redo Dragon Ball Super more in line with the manga instead of giving us new Dragon Ball Super. I hope that means that they're gonna do the subsequent arcs, because I need to see Miris and Miris and what's his name? The old guy? Fuck, dude. How did I forget his name? What was the villain after... Damn, dude, I'm having a brain fart. The blue guy. Yeah, it's gone. Miris was the angel. I remember him vividly. What was the villain's name? I need to get my brain checked out. I think I got brainworms. Probably not a bad thing. I mean, the last guy with brainworms he's the Minister of Health right now, so it's a pretty sick job. I would rock socks at being the Minister of Health. Like, you need to touch grass. You need to touch grass. Everybody needs to touch grass. Everybody's getting laid. No, that's Rodney Dangerfield. Hell yeah, brother. That guy was a champ. What's Goji, what's your favorite cartoon that's not an anime? Anybody in chat, let me know what are your favorite cartoons. I think I got it down to my top 3 are SpongeBob, Johnny Bravo, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Love me some SpongeBob, dude. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. This is Patrick. I do a mean Patrick Star impression. Is mayonnaise an instrument? It can be, depending on how you play it, Patrick. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I don't know why that line fills me with so much joy. It's such a perfect line. Writers of SpongeBob are undefeated. Also, Tom Kenny is likely the most talented voice actor of all time. As a dungeon master, one of the greatest pieces of D&D content that I've ever consumed was the episode of Harmon Quest with Tom Kenny, where he plays a Divine Soul cleric or something. He plays a cleric, and he's doing Divine Smite or some shit, and he goes Super Saiyan 9000 on the mic, bro. I've never in my life imagined that a player could play D&D this well. Tom Kenny changed my opinion of how D&D can be played. And of course he would. And of course he would. It's such a good scene. And they like animated and shit. It's just so good. It's so good. That man is so talented. I feel a lot of actual shame that I can never remember the voice actor for Patrick's name, even though I've met him before. I just have trouble with names. In general, not just celebrity names, but like names have always been difficult for me. But that guy is one of my favorite voice actors. I can't remember his name. Likewise with the voice of Billy and Invader Zim, I've met him. I actually locked arms with him, and we jumped up. He was like, "What's your favorite line?" And he read my mind, dude. And he saw it coming out of me, grabbed me by the shoulders. I grabbed him by the shoulders, and we just started screaming at the top of our lungs, "Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all!" Because that's the only answer. When the voice actor for Billy and Mandy might be my favorite cartoon. Let's be real here. Richard Horowitz. He is an amazing and much shorter than you would imagine man. I'm a tall guy. I'm like 6 feet. Definitely when I was that age, I was closer to 6'1" than 6 feet. But I was surprised at how short Richard Horowitz was. Is it Horowitz or is it Horvitz? I don't know why my brain is telling me there's a V in there. Anyways, that guy was so nice, dude. And you know, a lot of celebrities don't want you to touch them or don't want to touch you. He like fully like grabbed me and like, you know, like in an embrace, and we jumped up and down. I think he's also in Has Been Hotel, no? He's just the right kind of voice actor for these shows, too. He's so fun. I love that guy. Oh, he's very good. I loved Invader Zim growing up as well. Although Invader Zim is a show that I am still trying to understand as an adult 20 years later. Like, there was a lot going on in that show that went over our heads. That Cobalion looked a little bit deeper blue than he should have been, huh? Should I go check? No. Yeah, I met that guy when I was working at SuperCon years ago, like over a decade ago. And maybe the year after that I met him. I didn't have a lot of time to go meet people the year I was working. But so nice. And then you wait in line, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, $20 for an autograph. But after the interaction I had with him, he was like, oh, keep the money. It was better than I was told it would be. Keep the money. I want to give you double the money for that. I got to touch you. You know what I mean? Wow. What a beautiful moment. He autographed my shit and everything. He autographed a bunch of shit for me. He really liked me though. Like we were vibing. We were vibing a lot. At that time in my life, that's what I wanted to do very badly. I wanted to be a cartoonist. I still do animation, just definitely don't have enough time to do anything tremendous with the need to like make enough money to survive. And you know, now I got this YouTube going on, it takes a lot of my time. But even as recently as October, I did an animation for hire. I was hired to do a D&D animation, so I still do it. But at the time, I had this one that I was pitching, and it's very good. I didn't accept the offer I got on it back then. Because the offer I got was about $14K, and it was not mine anymore. Just to buy my idea. They weren't going to make it how I wanted to, and I couldn't work on it anymore. I couldn't do the voices, I couldn't draw it anymore, they just owned it. And I said, no, like, I want to make my cartoon. I should have accepted the $14K, dude. $14K when I was 18 years old would have changed my life, dude. Would have changed my life. My cartoon has been sitting in the same binder on the same shelf for 10 years. A little more than that. Doing nothing. Some rich guy could have produced it. I could have watched it and been like, yeah, that was my idea. And I spent all the money already. Because I probably would have spent it right away. But the idea was very good. So anytime I met one of these animation industry guys and I told them about my passion, I told them about my cartoon, they liked it a lot and they liked me a lot. And I would get to, you know, hang back and talk to them a little bit. I befriended a couple guys from Aqua Teen, including probably my favorite voice actor, Dana Snyder. Aqua Teen also might be my favorite cartoon. I befriended Dana Snyder, and that was such a privilege. And Dino Stamatopoulos, Starburns from Community, one of the founders of Starburns Industries, the production studio for Rick and Morty, right when Rick and Morty was starting, so he was a big deal, but kind of behind the scenes big deal. Of course, I recognized him from Community. I love Starburns. It's such a good character. But, and then that's how I didn't realize, like, that he was a producer more than he was an actor. I just thought he was fucking Starburns. This guy's an executive producer. Like, he's a management guy. He's a logistics guy. who just happened to want to play Starburns, and that's so cool, dude. 'Cause that's the kind of producer I've been in my career. It'll just be like, oh, we didn't get an actor to play this guy. Oh, no worries, I'll play him. I'll pop in there. Filled a couple slots like that in my day. But that guy was so nice, and you never expect like an executive to be as nice as a guy like Dino was. He was so cool. And yeah, I mean, all those Adult Swim guys were so nice to me back then. It was such a privilege to befriend them. I stayed in touch with them for quite a while. Cool dudes. I wish that's where my life would have gone, you know. But, you know, sometimes life takes us to the places we need to go, not the places we want to go. I don't think I would have been in a place where I could have taken care of my dad if I would have had that career the way I wanted it. For sure. And then I don't know what would have happened with my you know, disease if I would have had a career and I got sick. Would I have like lost everything, or would I have been more set out because of it? Who knows? Who knows how things would have turned out? I definitely don't think like the pressure of an animation career would have been helpful, like with a developing disease that's influenced by stress. Like, you know, before my diagnosis, nobody knew what was wrong with me or how to manage the symptoms that were killing me. And, you know, my life wasn't as stressful as like a mainstream career in animation would have been, for sure, but the stress was killing me. Just from working, you know, regular gigs and little music videos and shit. So I can't imagine that being in the industry much heavier than that would have been much better for me. But the money might have helped. I think having more money helps with a lot of things, especially getting doctors to take you seriously. Because that was definitely the hardest part about getting my diagnosis, was that the doctors didn't take me seriously because I was poor. It was really fucked up, but that was a reality. Like, they didn't see it being profitable to treat me, so they didn't take me seriously. But whatever, life happens the way it happens, and I have my life back, you know. I have my health back, I have my future ahead of me, and I can still make cartoons, and I still am. So who knows? Maybe I'll still make my baby. I also think the environment for it is a lot more advantageous. So like you can sell your shit off network now. Like you can go to Amazon Prime or Netflix or whatever and have a lot more control over your content. So maybe it is beneficial that I waited. Who knows? Then again, the bubble for that has also kind of popped too. It was much better a few years ago than it is now. For sure, insofar as like you could get a lot more money in like the mid 2000s, the 2010s than you can now as an indie creator. Hell, when Prime Video started, they were just giving out money. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Or Jordana? Hi. Nice to see you. Welcome aboard. How's your Sunday going? I gotta get a bigger screen. Just beat ZA, the main game, or the DLC, or what? Congratulations. Very good. Now you get to join us in the shiny hunt. The main game. Oh, alright. Okay. Do you have the DLC? Or do you plan on getting it? I will say the DLC is awesome. Oh, good. Okay. So you're going to dive right in. I think that that's how the game should be enjoyed, to be honest. Like, I wish I would have been able to play straight through the main game and right into the DLC. Because the shiny hunting is much better in the DLC, for one. Much, much better. So get ready for that. I also like the storyline in the DLC a lot. Not that it really rounds out anything about the main storyline that wasn't really perfect, but in and of itself, it is fun. And I guess taken with the main storyline, it at least, you know, it's more meaty. You know, but I don't think the storyline of the DLC really expands the main storyline very much at all. It's kind of just adjacent. But it was fun. It still is fun. So, and then there's 5 legendaries you can shiny hunt. There's the Swords of Justice, Cobalion, Virizion, and Terrakion can be shiny. And the Eon duo, Latios and Latias, can also be shiny. So, that's a real privilege. I'm just going to do the Infinite ZA Royale stuff first. Yeah, there's a hidden quest. I think there's 2 hidden quests with the Infinite ZA Royale where you have to get up to 15 wins for the last one. That gets you the secret Jacinthi quest, where the Jacinthi rips off the ZA Royale and she makes her own Infinite Jacinthi tournament. And you just get to battle Jacinthi forever, which is the best thing because I'm in love with Jacinthi, as I should be. I'm a gentleman after all. 20. Okay, exactly. So you gotta go and grind those out, and then you just get to spend the rest of your life with Jacinthi. As it should be. You know, it's the real reason we all bought Pokemon TA. No, but what's cool about the DLC is that you get the costumes. You get everybody's costumes. So you get Jacinthi's costume, you get Ivor's costume. I guarantee you there's going to be another DLC. I guarantee you there's going to be another DLC. They would be crazy not to. It just feels so incomplete. This guy does not want to shine for us. We've been at this for at least 6 hours. Between the last 3 nights, at least 6 hours. What do you think that the next DLC would be? If there's another DLC, I wonder which Pokemon will be in it. Yeah, I know, me too. I don't know. There's been a lot of Pokemon that they showed in this game, like on pictures and stuff, that they didn't actually have in the games. Lantern and Whiscash, I believe, were shown in one of the laboratories. No, Lantern and Chinchou were shown in the Pokemon lab, and they didn't end up in the game. And then in the art museum, there were several Pokemon that didn't end up in the game. And some that did, that came in the DLC. So people feel like maybe those Pokemon were supposed to be in the game or might still be in the game if there's another DLC. Oh. Oh, excuse me. I don't know, dude. I think it's a shame that they do this. That they release an incomplete game and then charge us for DLCs when, like, I think at least this DLC should have been part of the original game. And then they could have made a DLC. Especially for games cost $80 now. It's just crazy. The console costs $700 for a little handheld console. That's how much I paid for my Xbox Series X. Which objectively is a much stronger device than the Nintendo Switch 2. And the games cost $80 now. It's like shrinkflation for real. Bastard. I'm also like, what would another DLC look like, too? Mega Dimensions Part 2? I just feel like they're already kind of scraping up against the limitations of how much they can do in one city in Pokemon. Because this is just one city. Like, then again, they're lowering our bar so much where if they were just like, oh yeah, you can go slightly outside of the city of Lumiose, we'd be like, fuck yeah, oh my god! Grass! Tomorrow I get both Groudon and Rayquaza. Nice, dude. Nice. Are people, like, still off work tomorrow, or are we going back to the real world already? I kind of fall out of loop in the holidays being self-employed, you know. I just work on my own routine and shit. You know, all my 9-to-5er friends have to remind me, like, oh yeah, we're going back to work again. Like, damn, dude, I never stopped working. I never stopped working. I think I work slightly less than everybody, but slightly more frequently. Probably how it works for me. Like, I definitely work 7 days a week. I don't have a technical weekend. I'm editing something usually every day of the week. But I only work for like 4 or 5 hours a day most days. So I think it averages out. Being self-employed and having a 9 to 5 is about the same. I definitely make way less money though. I don't have benefits or a company car or like a water cooler to gossip at. Damn, dude, I feel like I should just go get a normal job. Suck the dick of the industry just for the experience, bro. Just for the water cooler gossip experience, dude. I would talk so much shit about Deborah. I don't know who Deborah is, but I would talk all the shit about her. Like, did you guys hear what Deborah did? Oh, it sounds so, just cathartic, really. Now I get it. Now I get why people become wage slaves. It's just to talk shit about Deborah at the water cooler. Worth. Honestly, worth. I'm gonna go get a job at like a paper company. Doo-doo Mifflin. It'll be a toilet paper company called Doo-doo Muffins. Yo, Doo-doo Muffins though? Sounds terrifying. Sounds like a horror movie. That sounds like a war crime. Sir, you're on trial for the most heinous crime against humanity. Making doo-doo muffins. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor. Made the fuck out of those doo-doo muffins. Sentencing you to death. Muffins are supposed to be delightful. Okay, and this man, this heinous criminal, sullied the great legacy of the muffin. Lock him up. Lock him up. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just really, my brain is just screaming like, let me out! Repetitive actions are so bad for my brain. And yet I've gotten so good at them with this shiny hunting bullshit. We're here. Look how good I am at just sitting here and locking in and pressing the same button for hours on end, just rambling. I made it, you guys. Truly, I've reached the epitome. This is my final form. This is my Psycho. Killing it. Absolutely killing it. I will say on the getting a 9 to 5 tip, every time I go to buy Pokemon cards at Target and I realize how bad the female employees at Targets are, I'm like, yo, I could be happy working at a Target though. Their hiring policy is obviously biased. This is not an accident. That the manager at every single Target is a goth Latina baddie is not an accident. There is some sort of hiring document that instructs people on how to hire Target baddies. And the fact of the matter is that they all get the same jeans. They all get the same jeans to wear and show off their assets in very particular ways. You like, this is on purpose. Whoever the head of the Target family is, Mr. John Target, he loves Latinas. He might just be Shadow the Hedgehog. He loves Latinas. And he loves goths. And those are two of the greatest resources that humanity has to offer. First of all, if we ever get into an intergalactic war, humanity's greatest offense is going to be the toxic Latina baddie army. We're going to have to send them to the stars, okay, to to cuff up all the alien overlords and slowly but surely destroy their sanity and confidence over the course of many years by overfeeding them high cholesterol and fatty foods and routinely negging them, but also providing them with just enough beer that they don't really give a fuck. This is the way. This is the way. And then the alien overlords will just be middle-aged dads before they know it. And they won't be able to take over anything, let alone their own household. They won't control anything in their lives. Truly the greatest weapon that humanity has to offer. Second of all, I forgot what I was talking about. Third of all, Targets have Pizza Huts inside of them. And they have Starbuckses inside of them. It's the perfect environment, and they also sell Pokemon cards there. I mean, what else do you need? And then they went, and they were like, oh yeah, Target is a perfect place, but what if we also sold groceries? Based. You could just live in Target forever. They have beds. They have a gaming section. And they have a grocery store. Best Buy doesn't have a grocery store. Target has a grocery store, okay? It's almost as good as Costco. Some would say it's even better than Costco, because at Costco you have to buy things in bulk. And everybody knows that buying things in bulk is a lie. Because you're just buying the same amount of things, but you're buying more of them. That's how it works. Are you shiny? Can you please be shiny? Can you? God damn it, I want you to be shiny! Oh shit. I actually touched my screen on that one. I'm so glad it's not broken. I mean, this monitor was worth $300 10 years ago. So I'm pretty sure that means it's worth nothing now. Hell, it's a functional 4K monitor. I mean, it's just like first gen 4K, so the colors suck. Like, it's HD as fuck, but the frame rate is 2. It could do 2 frames per second. Nah, just 2 frames. Ever. Is it illegal to do prank calls in the future? Like, could we be doing prank calls on stream? Could I get in trouble for that? How's it going, Robert? What the heck is up? Happy Sunday to you. How was your Sunday? We're still here, still selling fake doors. Relaxing Sunday, very nice, very nice. I had to work today. Today was a D&D day, and I was taking a party through the latter half of Chapter 1 of Tyranny of Dragons. So that was very fun. They killed a lot of things, and they did a great job. And they even asked me to run a second campaign on off weeks, so that's cool. More work for me. More work for me. That's my favorite job. As much as it's like I always wanted to work with film, I wanted my career to be film and cartoons. When I discovered Dungeons and Dragons, oh god, I love running Dungeons and Dragons for work, man. And getting to like write and voice act, and you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. See you tomorrow. And how was my birthday? My birthday was relatively good. I was here with you guys most of that day. Spent the morning just going around getting birthday freebies, so that was cool too. But yeah, I didn't do anything super special or anything. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow too, Katie. I appreciate you tuning in every day. But yeah, I just took it easy on the birthday, man. I feel like once you get past 30, we take a break on birthdays for a couple years. We're not really happy to see our birthday come for a couple years. And, you know, you can celebrate the big ones. You know, the 5s and 0s. I think a lot of people like the 33 year, because that's the year where a lot of celebrities die and shit. But you know what I mean? These middle number years. I'm not that excited about these birthdays things anymore, man. They could stop coming for all I care. Let me stay relatively still a little young, please. I wanna be forever young. I'll tell you what. My voice is a little shot after running D&D today. I had to do a lot of grumbly voices. Oh, thanks to the Barbarian for being on a plane today, and I had to run their character with like the deepest, grumbliest voice possible, and it's a lizard folk, so you know it had to be reptilian. I couldn't just be like, oh yeah, this isn't my character, I'm not gonna do a good job at the voice. That's not me. Like, I have integrity. To blow my vocal cords out. And then again, my recoup time is phenomenal. I think that's my strongest suit as like a voice worker, is that like I don't ever take very long to recover. Do you really want to live forever? Forever. I'm gonna take a quick 2-minute break. Fuck up my vocal cords a little bit more, cause I deserve it. Forever. So like, okay, I know you can get like copyright strikes for playing songs, but like, how good do I have to sing a song to get copyright strike? Like, if I sing a song very, very well, can I still get in trouble? Like, will the YouTube algorithm be like, oh fuck, that guy's really good? Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I don't even know what app you're talking about, man. Do you really wanna live forever? And besides, I use my phone for my chat monitor when I'm over there on the Switch screen, so I don't know how it would be in your stream while streaming. You know, that's a little much. I would love to support, though. I can only do so much, Goji. I can only do so much, and I've sworn myself to giving so much to the community with the Shiny Hunt. It's called Bigo, and the only reason I use that app is because there's a really free app where I don't have to have a certain amount of followers to be live. Oh, is that how it works on YouTube? I didn't know that. I know that there are some restrictions, but I didn't start going live until probably I already met them. You know what other 80s song is stuck in my head, and I'm like got it on repeat. I just keep starting over the radio. Is it was memed to hell and back last month. It was Spondo Ballet Gold. So stuck in my head. They got some bangers, and it's bands like that where you're like, oh, that's who plays that song? That have the best songs. Because those are the songs that get used in movies by people, filmmakers who have good taste in movies. I mean, in music. And let's be real, those are the best filmmakers. Filmmakers that don't have good taste in music are usually not very good filmmakers. There's a certain musicality that needs to be seen on screen. But yeah, anyways, so I'm sorry I haven't been able to support Goji. Would like to. Is it called Bigo or Big Go? Oh. Yeah, I've never heard about this app before in my life. Says there are 6 million people using it. Oh, okay. I see. The ladies are making a lot of money on this app, apparently. Goji, are you an e-thought? Are you secretly an e-thought? Maybe I should get on the Big O app and get some tips. Get some gifts, rather. It says that it's a gift-based economy. Oh my god. I'm this close to starting up my spicy side again. I mean, for the first time ever. I didn't say anything. Do. Alright, let's get back to the shiny hunt. Let's see if we can pull it off on literally night number 2.5, you guys. It's the 2.5 night I've been hunting this dang Cobalion. This cobalt lion. He's not a lion, he's a gazelle. He's obviously some sort of antelope creature. What is this? I told you it was stuck in my head. Alright, Cobalion. I'm waiting 3 days to open this bonus pack. I said I would open when I caught Cobalion. It's gonna have the Mewtwo in it. We're just charging up all of the luck. Bam, 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 bam. Oh shit! Hold up. He leaves for 45 minutes. We made it. We did it. This bastard. This bastard. And I'm gonna go back and watch the VODs, and it shined like 5 times. I'm just fucking colorblind. I think they could have gone harder on the music for the hyperspace area. The internet has decreed that the best music in this game is at the shopping screen. And I kind of concur, even though I haven't spent a lot of time on it. But like, when that meme came up today, I was like, yeah, it is the best song in the game. I should go shopping more. Can't catch shiny Pokemon in the store though. That's for sure. I also think that they should have put more customization features for character creation in this game, because it's about damn time. I'm glad that they finally put like more skin colors and hair colors, eye colors and all that shit. But like, I want to be able to adjust my characters like musculature or fatness or height. I want to make funny looking characters. In Pokemon, that would make me very happy to make like a little round dude. Or like, you know, make like a Pokemon person. And then you could hardly tell the difference between your avatar and the Pokemon. That would be ideal, honestly. Get on that, the Pokemon Company. Furthermore, I think you should be able to customize one Pokemon. Like, you should get to custom make a Pokemon at the end of the game and just draw it like Nintendo DS style, and it's just one and done. You don't get any redos. Like, however bad of a job you do, that's what you're stuck with, and it gets named based off of the quality of your work. So if you do a good job, it gets like a good name, like, I don't know, Bartholomew. It's a sick name, dude. Shout out Kuma. Fantastic S tier name. And if you do a bad job, it's like Nihoi Minoi, Doodle Bob. And then you're just stuck with Doodle Bob for the rest of your life. You gotta feed him and shit. He comes to life, he's your child, legally. If you don't feed him, you go to jail. It's how video games should all work like that. Teach kids responsibilities. They should make me in charge of things. I would do a great job. I'd do a great job of things. Probably the best job. You gotta be careful talking like that. The last guy who talked like that became the president. Just talking straight out of your ass. I would do the greatest job, and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, go. You can do the job." He's like, "Oh wait, really? I didn't. Are you serious? Yeah. Come do the job." Like, okay, I'll do the job. He's there. He's doing the job. He's like, "I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been over my head. Where's my wife?" Alright, everybody likes to joke like Melania doesn't like him, but what? And like he doesn't like her, but what if we just can't find each other? They're just lost. She's got Roronoa syndrome. She got her ass to the wrong presidency. She's out there hanging with Lyndon Baines Johnson in the 60s. Yo, I don't know why, but John Oliver is obsessed with Lyndon Baines Johnson's balls. and I'm here for it, dude. I just don't get like, he's like me, where his brain takes him to places and you can't really explain why. That dude thinks a lot about balls. He's always thinking about someone's balls. I mean, more power to him. I've noticed this about Mr. Oliver. I loved The Daily Show growing up. It stands out because of the way that British people say balls is funny to me. So, it's true facts about the mantis shrimp. John Oliver was Zazu, dude. That's one of the more positive things about this timeline. He's a fantastic choice for Zazu. It's not like this is the darkest timeline is all negative. Like, there are some good. It wouldn't be. You can't have darkness without the light. Okay? And so even if this is the darkest timeline, like, there are still some positive things. Like, nobody has proved what's in the McRib yet, so we still get to enjoy it. That's positive, kind of. It's lit. I guess we made it through COVID, so that's kind of. Can't rag, dog. Yo, this timeline is mid at best. We don't even have fucking hoverboards yet, dude. Crazy. Where are my nanobots? I want to have nanobots. I think we got those. I think that's what the vaccine nuts are saying, is that we got nanobots in our bloodstream. Lit. How is that a... Dude, I don't give a fuck how bad they are for me. That is a scientific advancement. We made it. We did it. We're in the future now. I just need a hoverboard. I don't give a fuck how sick you make me. Give me a hoverboard. What else do I want from the future? Like a robot waifu. Be lit. Maybe also a robot husband, though. I don't know, dude. At this point in my life, I could take both. Why not? Here for a good time, not for a long time. I can't believe the McDonald's guy became the president. It's super crazy. I'm gonna get back in my time machine and go do something about it. Do something about it. I used to fuck with the Celebrity Apprentice, I'll tell you that much. I used to love that show. I think there was a point in history. Can you imagine if there was a point in history where they were like gonna bring back the Celebrity Apprentice or make him the president? Like, that was the choice. It's like, well, we can only do one or the other. We can't do both. we can't do both. Could they do both? That would be so based, dude. If he makes a reality TV show as the president, yo, fuck, dude, 4 more years. Oh my god, dude, that would be the most insane TV show of all time. Why haven't they done it? Why haven't they done it already? And let's be real, if that caused the end of the world, if the Trump reality TV show caused the end of the world, like, we would all be here for it. That would make sense. That would make perfect sense. That would be like the most apt ending for the story of humanity ever. You couldn't write better comedy, tragedy, both. Because, I mean, guys, like, if that's the case, then we learned our lesson. It was just that we needed to be deleted. Let's be real here. Sometimes that's the lesson you need to learn as a society. Okay, just ask the Romans. They're like, we're gonna become British now. We're gonna become British now. Brother, I honestly feel best here watching brings great joy to me. Do you have friends and family around, especially people like you who I really enjoy genuinely? Well, I don't know if you're asking me. question. I don't know if that was a question. I'm glad that you enjoy being here. That I got that much. So that's the whole point. I want to bring joy to the world. In whatever form, whatever way. If I'm playing Pokemon on the internet, if I'm on stage telling jokes, I just want to make people smile. What I'm trying to say is I generally enjoy being around you and watching you and helping you as a friend. You're the best person right now. Oh, wow. I don't have any besides any family. Well, you know what? Your family is very important. I'll tell you that much. A brother from another mother. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you very much, my friend. Listen, you know, sometimes life gives you lemons. And sometimes you make friends with people on the internet. And no matter what, as long as you hold on to what's dear, okay? And you keep following your heart, you're going to end up in a place that works out for you. I'll tell you that much. Okay? And apparently right now that place for you is here on stream. So that's good. You followed your heart. You got here. You made it. You made it. And what you're telling me is that you're happy. So that's the whole point. Okay, that's the whole point. And furthermore, I conclude my dissertation. Words. I'm glad that you enjoy hanging out on stream so much. There's probably a lot better games that I could be playing than this. I'll tell you that much. The sad fact of the matter is that shiny hunting in Pokemon is probably the least entertaining thing that I could be doing with my time. Let's be real here. But I fucking love the challenge. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I never in my life committed to a shiny hunt like this. And it's one of the things in the Pokemon sphere that I've watched for years and been like, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. And I know I bitch sometimes about not getting the shiny. But, like, I'm here, dude. Like, I'm doing something that I have watched people do on YouTube for so long and wanted to do. And I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. I'm not gonna lie. This Cobalion needs to shine soon, or else I'm gonna reach into the computer and beat his ass. But I'm enjoying myself overall. I am. Every time I let go of another Riolu, it breaks a part of my soul, but, you know, that's okay. It's about the overall journey, the holistic experience of hunting this evil Cobalion. And not losing my mind any more than I already have, you guys, okay? Because, guys, let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, this is absolutely insane that this antelope, gazelle, I think it's an antelope. I think it's some sort of, what's the other one? An ibex? Oh, fuck. Is Virizion an ibex? Oh. That makes sense. That makes sense. And Terrakion is like a wildebeest. That makes sense, bro. This thing's definitely an antelope. For sure. Or maybe this one's the ibex. Fuck. I gotta look it up now. They're definitely not deers. They're like alt deer creatures. I think Terrakion's like either a wildebeest or he's based on an ox. But they also have feline features. Like their noses especially are very feline. They have whiskers, or they look like they have whiskers. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know what I have to do to get Cobalion to shine. I gotta like pull the RuneScape and like dance a jig. Let's really hit that jig for him. I think at some point I do have to switch all my street music to OSRF beats. The most amazing RuneScape composer. He also allows people to use his beats in their streams just for crediting him. He's such a benevolent god. That's exactly what I would do with my music. Because you know why? Because it would get people listening to your shit. I think. I don't even know like how the music industry makes money these days. Because they sure as shit don't sell records. Who's buying? Have you bought an album recently? Has anyone gone? I guess they sell them still at Best Buy, right? They sell CDs at Best Buy. God damn, when was the last time you bought a CD? That's a shame, man. Or on iTunes. I don't have an iPhone, so I haven't been on iTunes since the iPod Touch fell out of style. But Spotify came out. You know, you just stream your music now. I realize that the camera's not following me. How much did I pay for you? You're not following me. I haven't bought an album since like 2006. Yep. That's about right. We used to go to Specs. Me and my best friend at the time. We used to love going to Specs. And the other one was FYE, but that store was closing down at the time. Specs was still there, and this was a historical Miami location. Right there on US 1 by Sunset Place, next to the historic ice cream parlor called Swenson's, was a legendary Specs record store. And they closed very slowly over the course of a couple years, maybe 2 years. And very slowly they were doing these clearance sales where we got these massive DVD collections as film nerds at those stores. But like I remember being there on the release of MF Doom, the Mouse and the Mask, the Aqua Teen album. And as an Adult Swim kid, like that was the one album I wanted to pick up on release day so much. And you know, around that time, I think the last album that I bought would have been Tyler the Creator Goblin. And then that thing got stuck in my old Honda Civic for years. For years. I didn't get the balls to pull it out with a plier until I sold the Civic years later. And the CD still worked. After all those years spinning in the car, CD still worked just fine. Still got it too. I miss going to Blockbuster. Oh man, me too. Me too. You remember the pop buckets of popcorn? The actual buckets of popcorn. You put them in the microwave. The whole ass bucket. It's fucking crazy, dude. The 90s was such a time of excess and surplus. Everybody wanted to talk shit about how bad of a president Bill Clinton was when I was a kid. Because he fucked someone while he was the president. Ooh, look at what these other motherfuckers are doing, dude. First of all, we've been at war since he left. We've straight up been at war since Bill Clinton left office. And then the surplus has diminished ever since. Like, this country has not had an economic surplus since Bill Clinton fucked that intern. And I think the moral of the story is that we should have shut the fuck up and let Bill do a good job. Because fuck, bro. He's just having a good time. The other ones went to I think he went to the island too, right? They painted him in a dress. Fuck, dude. You know what, dude? Fuck all these people. We need to put a robot in charge or some shit. There's just too much free will involved. Oh, Bill. We loved you so much, Bill. Why'd you have to go to the island, Bill? These fucking guys with their island. Motherfuckers, they need to release the fucking files, dude. The shit that came out last week was impressive. Where they blacked it out wrong and you could just highlight it and you could see the whole sentence. That's fucking crazy, dude. Crazy. Even the guy who blacks out documents sucks these days. What kind of stupid Three Stooges bullshit is that? I liked watching a couple of the streaming guys talk about it. Very fun. The Moist Critical videos were very, very fun to watch. I like when he goes on these angry spiels and says SpongeBob words. That makes my day. But fuck, dude. Yeah, this shit, it's rough, bro. Like, there was so much going on. I remember Super Size. Like, we had to size down our food. It was too big. The food was we were giving people too much food for too little. How did that happen? Like, at what point did we stop having enough food to it was like $1 more and you can get a Super Size. Fuck me up, dude. Give me that shit right now. Give me that shit right the fuck now. I'll give you $2 for Super Size. I swear to God, I'll fucking take off my shirt for a Super Size, Mr. Wendy's. What are we doing? You know, everything's so expensive, and people like to be like, oh, it's this that happened, it's that happened, it's the Republicans, it's the Democrats. I don't think it's one specific thing. I think it's that, like, every single thing that's happened in the last 20 years was done poorly. Like, we just half-assed it for 20 years. And, like, now we're, like, here, like, oh, why does everything suck so bad? I'm gonna go swipe on my phone some more. And I don't know, figure it out. We'll figure it out later. We fucked up, dude. The robots are gonna take over. And it's two options. Either the robots take over, or the aliens take over. Cause we sure as shit, we're not apt enough to control our own fates anymore, you guys. And then people are like, you gotta put your faith in the Lord. That one works for me too. Take the wheel. Give me a shiny Cobalion. Take the wheel, because we fucked up real hard in this timeline. And now our attention spans are so low that we just can't do shit. We can't focus on anything, and all the people that are doing important jobs have the same issues that the rest of us have with our attention spans. Because we're all swiping on the phones. Okay, and you go and I'm hungry and you go get fast food and everything's fast and easy and quick and fast and easy and pleasurable and dopamine. Nobody can fucking pay attention anymore. And we're fucked because of it. I don't think it's just in America. I know it's really bad in America. I don't think it's just in America either. I think anyone with access to a smartphone, like, your brain doesn't work as good anymore. And god damn it, I fucking love it. Oh man, I love my smartphone. It's like a deal it's a Faustian bargain. It really is. You're trading off a certain degree of your brain power for the instantaneous access to an infinite amount of knowledge. that 90% of the time you're never gonna use. Why? Because we're scrolling memes. Because we're looking at boobs. Let's be real. Guys do it. Girls do it. This is the craziest realization I ever had in my life. Was realizing that my female friends had just as much boobs in their timeline as I did, and I was like, ah, we're all fucked. It is the way of the world. I don't think we're fucked. I think boobs are amazing, and everybody deserves to look at boobs. So there's nothing wrong with boobs, you guys. No, I will never hear otherwise. I will say there is something wrong with getting an infinite amount of boobs, like all day. It's just crazy. You should have to work for the boobs. Amen. And then so then your brains are get addicted to the dopamine. It's like Satan said in South Park. It's like, well, you got your dopamine, you got your serotonin, and sometimes your brain gets too much of one, but produces more of the other, and then you stop getting as much of the first thing, but you're still producing too much of the other one. Then you have an imbalance. Such a fucking peak episode, dude. Tell me how Satan as the voice of reason in South Park is just so perfect. They couldn't have done a better job. And Jesus as the foil to that this season, peak. Like you couldn't do satire better. You also legally could not make this episode 20 years ago. I think they would have locked you in prison for making the finale of this season of South Park in the early 2000s. Then again, I mean, they had Cartman get like an anal probe and shoot fire out of his ass in season 1. Remember when Satan got the actor kick? Yeah, Diddy did it. Yo, they fucking... That episode is so prophetic. Oh, no! Diddy did it! No! They nailed the entire industry to the cross. What was the show they were making fun of? The Sweet 16 or whatever? Peak, dude. Of course. And they're like, yo, Satan needs a Sweet 16. That's crazy. The accurate cake. Oh, I was supposed to be a Lamborghini cake. Sir, Diddy did it. Ha 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 ha. That's so crazy, bro. He's walking around like in a mini skirt with hooves and shit. Yeah, you know, so Satan has always been like a gender fluid icon. For one, like South Park Satan was gender fluid before gender fluid was cool. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it. It was never even questioned. Nobody ever questioned when Satan was wearing a skirt or had pigtails. That was just Satan. That's everybody except Satan for who they are. Isn't that something we should all learn from society? Okay. Alright, society. Say Biggie Smalls 3 times in the mirror. I will say that when that episode came out, we tried it. It didn't work. It didn't work. We wanted to bring Biggie back. Imagine me and 4, I want to say, belligerently Jewish children vehemently... Riolu? Yes! Okay, this is the one. We were trying to summon Biggie Smalls. It didn't work. I hope this is the one because I really need that Riolu and I'm tired of deleting them. We were too much of a pussy as kids to try Bloody Mary, but we tried to summon Biggie Smalls. So, that should say a lot. That should say a lot about the kids I grew up with and myself. Way too much of a pussy to try Bloody Mary. I'm not even going to say it a third time because technically the screen might be a mirror. And then she could come and get me. Wow, it's so beautiful. Shiny Cobalion. God damn it. I'm gonna do that like 3 more times, and then I'm gonna reset the game and cry. Bam, 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 bam. You guys, should I get a MIDI and then like mix music live while I do this shit? I have 0 background in producing music. Just as a caveat. I just really want to make music. I don't know if it's my artistic drive or my ADHD or both. But I've had the urge to make music for a very long time. It's the art form I have the least experience in, so I won't be very good at it right away. It would be funny to watch me fuck up. Like, be here with a mini, like... It's definitely not the genre I'm in on this channel. This is the Pokemon channel. Ooh, but I could, like, make Pokemon-esque beats. And if they're good, like, people would like that. I don't think it's that hard to make a Pokemon-esque beat. You just have to be in the right headspace. I give it a shot. And then get my ass sued. And they'd be like, yeah, we have a copyright on all music ever. They're going crazy with these lawsuits. We have a copyright on balls. Fork 'em up, boys. That's it for balls. Nobody gets to do those anymore. We have a copyright on games where you walk. That's it. Pack it up. Can you still like motion sensor the controllers like with the Wii, or have they lost that technology? Has that technology been lost to the ages? Oh, the Wii was truly like peak video game experience as a kid. I think I had the most fun. Esteban, how you doing? Hopefully you had a good Sunday, huh? I was saying, I think I had the most fun with any basketball game on NBA Live 08. The first basketball game for the Nintendo Wii. That game was so fire. Pretty sure the motion sense thing is still a thing. There's a Switch sports game. We gotta check it out. I'm pretty good. I'm just kind of fed up that we haven't gotten this Cobalion. So, that's about it. We had a good day, though. It was a good day. I ran D&D. My party, I requested that I run another game for them, so that's good. There's more work for me. Got a little bit of chores done around the crib, but not as much as I wanted to. That's usually the case on a D&D day, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot. Like, I do run for pay, but I think that D&D's, no matter if you're getting paid or not, D&D's always a labor of love, because it's always going to take way more hours than your players could ever really pay for. There's so much that goes into running a D&D session. If you're doing it right. I mean, I'm sure you could just pull it out of your ass, but how many shinies am I missing to complete the dex? Not a lot. Not a lot. Let's take a little peek. So this is the last page. So we're missing Cobalion and Latias for these last 5. We're missing whatever's before Heatran. I don't know if they're legendaries or not. Okay, another Mabustiff. Whatever the hell goes here. A Knuckle Stack and whatever the hell goes here. We're not missing very much on this page at all. Let me get rid of this guy. Really not missing much on this page at all. And this is the DLC decks, so if we're already doing this good on the DLC decks, you can imagine we're only missing like less than a dozen in the regular decks right now. So this page could use some work, this page could use some work, and here we go, we're back to the regular decks. So we're missing 3 on this last page. I'm always so scared to delete Pokemon off of them. We're missing... Whatever, I shouldn't put too much work because I'm probably going to reset the save anyways. 1 here, Aerodactyl. I think just Aerodactyl on this page. I think this page is full. Finally, page 6 is full. Page 7, we're missing Riolu. Just Riolu, which is here, which we keep resetting Riolus. We got all of our Eevees. We're missing Gallade on this page. And I would take another Hippo. Like, we have 3 Hippos. I would take a 4th Hippo of the right gender. We're missing Ralts. And that's it on this page as well. So like I said, we're missing less than probably 10 in the main decks. Cleffa on this page looked as a shiny Tyrant just chilling there. Just chilling. Just out here being a shiny Tyrant. And page 1 is complete. We completed page 1 with a Tepig the other day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, 6, 7, 8. 8 left in the main decks, and then probably a good bit. We're probably under 50 remaining. Might get the Swords of Justice and Meloetta in the future. Meloetta, you can't get shiny. It's just the Swords of Justice and Latios and Latias. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see the previous message. So you got tired of the game, but you might come back to get the Swords of Justice and Meloetta. Well, that's good. Yeah, it's good to take breaks. I probably would have fallen off with the game myself if I wasn't committed to a YouTube challenge. You know, there's a lot of good games coming out right now. Who can blame you for wanting to go and play other things? But we are doing a shiny hunting challenge here. I am committed. Okay. I'm more committed to this than I have been to some relationships in my life, let's just say. Oh no. Gasp. He said what? I bought Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. How is that? Second Metroid game you're playing? What was the first? I'm gonna play the 8 Zelda games I never beat. Oh, I thought I was misreading that. It's good. Well, good. I'm glad it's good. It's a lot of Zelda games. Why, did they release like a Zelda pack for the Switch? Of like older games? I would also like to play some of the older Zelda games that I haven't played. Gonna play in emulators. Oh, that's good too. I miss Majora's Mask. I didn't play some of the middle games Like, I didn't get to play Wind Waker, like all the middle games for Zelda. Oh! Hold on, I'm gonna go have a heart attack. This did not just happen. And like that, it's done. And like that, it's done. Holy shit. I gave me a heart attack. We did it. And with so much time left. What ball? Beast ball? Beast ball. How long did it take me? Like 3 days, dude. In a Pokeball? So disrespectful. So disrespectful. We'll take it. Do I dare to revert the save to put it in something better than a Pokeball? That's so funny. It actually went into a Pokeball. Nah, I'm keeping it. That's so funny. In a Pokeball. This game is broken. This game is broken. Let's go. Thank you very much, Esteban. Alright, now we're gonna catch this Riolu, right? And I can reset. I can... Dog, this game is so broken. Now I can just fucking reset. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I caught a shiny legendary in a Pokeball. Like, that is an accomplishment and a half. Alright, now we're shiny hunting Riolu, boys. We're shiny hunting Riolu, boys. Oh, and, okay, because of how exploitable the saving system is in this game, I can go find what my free shiny was. Okay, we do need one of those. Because we never got our free shiny off of the all types. I just want to know where it is. We'll go back, we'll hunt out the Riolu, and then try to grab it before the time is up. I'm sure it's just a Machoke or something. And in that case, I'll just leave it. Weird. Where would it be? Oh, really? We do need these guys. If it's one of them, it's not. It's probably Machamp. Oh, Machamp. I wouldn't have to trade for it, I'll tell you that much. Alright, we'll see how long it takes to get us the Riolu. Let's see where they despawn. Do I really have to run that full lap, or is there a better spot for them? Oh my god, I'm so glad we finally got Cobalion. Cause you worry the whole time, like, am I doing this right? It's a very stressful experience till they finally shine. What a rush. What a rush, dude. Gotta take the shiny hunt seriously. I don't care if I got the legendary already. We're on a level 3 all types. I'm gonna take it seriously. I'm gonna use my time to my advantage. Try to complete our shiny decks as efficiently as possible. Knock Riolu out of the way. That's one of our last 8 in the main decks. It's a big deal. And we'll go try to get Perugly, or what's his name? Iron Meowth. What the fuck is that? You guys, I got the Predator. The Predator is gonna get me, you guys. The Alien versus Predator. Not the Chris Hansen Predator. Maybe both, who knows? I don't think they're mutually exclusive. That's the scariest thought I've ever had in my life. Can you imagine an Aliens versus Predator? Do you think Chris Hansen will be able to come take a seat? Damn, dude. That's the most terrifying creature ever known to man. Some thoughts were not meant to be thought. I think that was one of them. Alright, I'm giving these little bastards 2 more laps and then resetting again. I want a yellow Riolu so bad, let's go. Crazy it took so long though. We just gotta get Latias and we out of here. I think I'm gonna experiment with the other side. Because this way, I might also be spawning the Aerons. Like, I would say maybe I should wait for another area, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. We have the Riolu in front of us. We've seen it shine before. Like, let's just catch it. It's just this spawn does suck down here. You have to get very close to it. And you have to get very far from it on either side. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see if there's any other like clutch methods or spots. If I can reset to 3,000 calories, I might as well use one reset. Let's just see. For the sake of research. We didn't check out this building. And there might be a Holovator up there. Oh, there is a Holovator right here. I don't think that's close enough to the Lucarios. Is it despawning? No, it's not despawning those guys. There's our Machamp. Ideally, we want to catch the Riolu with enough time to come and get that Machamp. Where's this going? Up and down. That's not going to do it. What else do we have? I'm not seeing a Holovator there. Whack. Oh, there's Heracrosses. Okay. We've seen the Onyxes. There's more Onyxes there. Oh, shit. Look at that. We got a Perugly up there. Or what's his name? It's just Meowth. Okay. Good to know. It's probably already been up there, so... Now we know that we have one. Alright. Let's try to hunt out the Riolu with enough time to at least go get that guy. And maybe there will be more than one up there. I mean, there is a chance he was just a random spawn. And in that case, he's gone forever. But it is what it is. I'm pretty sure he'll be up there. It also means that by hunting the Riolu, we're also spawning that other one. If that's the case. Which I don't know if that should be possible. Because they are really high. There's supposed to be an altitude glitch. But we shall see. He may have just been a random spawn. Got like 25,000 points a lot of times. Yeah, you need to keep getting it multiple times. It's the name of the game. Have a nice night. Glad to see you're done with Cobalion. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great night too. I didn't get any Swords of Justice. I don't even have those berries. Damn, well, you just gotta keep grinding, bro. You gotta make the right donuts and etc, etc. I bought Assassin's Creed Shadows. Sick. Sounds great. Which one is that? Like, what setting is that? Is the one in Japan? Might play Starfield, Lost Soul. The Switch 2 edition. Sick. Did it cost as much as the Pokemon game did? 80 bucks? Crazy. Resident Evil 4 remake sounds good. It's been a while since I've seen a Resident Evil game. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. Nah, I'm not in no rush to be getting all sorts of video games. No, no, no. I'm gonna be, especially with the streaming thing, I'm gonna be very strategic about how I invest all that money. 70 bucks a game. That's fucking crazy, dude. My mom used to bitch that games were 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Spend 20 bucks on a Big Mac combo these days, dude. We're fucked. I can't go take a crap at Target without spending 20 bucks. It's nuts. Everything is 70, 90 million, bajillion dollars. I went to Wendy's with another person. I spent $45 at Wendy's. I was like, why didn't we go to a fucking steakhouse for $45? But you know the steakhouse would have been 200 million bajillion dollars. What do you expect? Video games, everything's expensive. Everything's so fucking expensive. The Oompa Loompa guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna save everyone money by charging you more money. Don't worry, it'll make sense. Eventually." The Oompa Loompa guy. I'm definitely not the first person that said that. Like, don't give me credit for that shit. I'm only just noticing that the designs on the bridge are soul rocks. They kind of went hard with that. They kind of went hard with that. 10 out of 10. I don't know why it took me 3 days to notice that. Hell, this is not the first time we've been in this area. It's taken me several months to notice that. And yet, Soul Rocks and Lunatones are not in the fucking game, are they? No, they are not. I remember Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the Oompa Loompas. Yeah, well, I was talking earlier about Willy Wonka. You know, the original text is pretty, it's not very PC. The Oompa Loompas were a tribe that were contacted in Africa. And, yeah, they killed a child. They did kill a child. But it's even worse than that in the book, so... They did indeed kill a child. I think they ate him too. They ate his ass. Like delicious human meat. Well, I think that the controversial thing is that the Oompa Loompas were an African tribe in the book. And they were technically, you know, unpaid workers. So that's a very controversial situation there. Not a great thing to write about. I don't know what kind of sick bastard wrote that story. Probably fucking James Joyce or some bastard like that. Some guy. I don't know why I'm throwing shade at James Joyce. Watch, it was actually James Joyce who wrote Willy Wonka. I don't fucking know who wrote that book. I don't know who the fuck wrote Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory off the top of my head, but whoever he was a sick man or woman, just a sick human being. You're talking to a girl? No way. Alright, well maybe you shouldn't put her on blast on the internet, Esteban. That's rule number 1. But I'm very glad for you. But she isn't answering. Classic. I wouldn't answer you either if you were putting me on blast on the most popular TCG live stream of all time. tcgpackrats. Where obviously we have millions of people here in chat. Millions of people are now seeing you talking shit. Look at all of the millions of people. And now they all know, and they all personally know Angie. They know her personally, and they're gonna tell her that you were talking shit, dude. So you fucked up, bro. You couldn't keep your mouth shut, Esteban. Naughty, naughty. Yeah, Riolu and the Meowths. And whatever that evolution is called, I always forget. Per Iron or per Ugly, whatever the fuck his name is. I think Per Ugly is a completely different Pokemon. Berserker. I remembered. Yeah, Perugly's the purple one. I think, yeah. It's a cat. He's a cat. Well, Meowth is a cat too, so. They're all cats. Besides Rio's a dog. A dog that does not want to shine for us. Do I just accept the tithings of the Machamp and the Meowth? I had no difficulty with Rayquaza. I'm not sure. I think Kyogre was the one I found the hardest. No, I'm bad. Because everybody keeps telling me, like, yeah, I had such an easy time with Kyogre. I'm like, yeah, I struggled with Kyogre. Maybe not struggled, but I found Kyogre very difficult. Not being able to carry damage on Rayquaza was so difficult, but you helped me a lot with it. Oh, I did? Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, with the I gave you like a Feraligatr build, I think. I think I might have just used Kyogre to kill him. I don't really remember. So I'm glad I could help. Dude, this Riolu has to shine soon. Yeah, you gotta use quick moves in this game. The bite moves and the claw moves are where it's at. And like Earthquake is really good as well. That's so rough, dude. Playing Kirby Air Riders from time to time. You got a lot of different games that you're playing, dude. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I miss being able to game so hard, man. Like, I'm glad I've decided to put so much time into this playthrough. I hadn't gamed like this for a while. Yeah, we were talking about that when you first joined the stream. Those are some good games. Holy shit, they are being stubborn as hell. They're being about as stubborn as Cobalion. Because I rejected so many of them. That's why. And it sucks that in this game there's no breeding. What the hell is up with that? Oh, the running we're doing and I can't have some eggs in my box or my bag? Did they have breeding in Scarlet and Violet? I don't remember. They might not have. Wow, I didn't realize. Holy shit, dude. I can't give up now. I spend so much time trying to get the Riolu. We're gonna get it. I can't give up now. I think buying the Switch 2 for me was a waste of money. I think it may have been a waste of money. It's not that much different from the Switch 1, I would say. I think the loading times are a little bit better. You always say the same? What do you mean? I like it, but it doesn't have any games. Wait, what? Like, I'm bitching about the Switch 2. I like it, but it doesn't have any... Well, you know, that's why I waited a whole year to get it. Like, Donkey Kong Bonanza looks great, don't get me wrong. But I was in no rush to get the Switch 2. I very happily waited for Pokemon to come out. I've only bought Nintendo consoles for Pokemon for most of my life. Like, to be honest, Smash Bros is great, but yeah, I mean, pretty much I'm buying my Nintendo consoles for the new Pokemon games every time they come out. This is the franchise that has kept me buying Nintendo consoles. Do I like Pokemon Stadium and Coliseum? Of course I do. Of course I do. Some of the best games I've ever played in my life. Pokemon Stadium, well through college, was like a go-to game. We had a modded Xbox at the house we used to hang out at that had Nintendo 64 games. And like, people who didn't give a fuck about Pokemon, we would just play Pokemon. Like, Pokemon was one of the funnest games that we would ever play on that console at parties, you know? Such a fun game. And like, Stone Venusaur is great. It's so nostalgic, yeah. The sprites were so fucking like wonky in that game. They were so imperfect that they were perfect. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I love N64 games. I think that was like a level of gaming that was at a perfect balance, where graphics weren't as important as the gameplay, you know, but like they still looked good enough to enjoy visually, I guess. I think it was the perfect like era for video games. And then, you know, in the years since, it's like more and more HD, HD. Everything needs to be HD and 3D, and we need more pixels. And like, no, we don't. No, we don't. I think that the most important things about video games for me have always been like interesting gameplay. Like, the actual gameplay needs to be interesting. And aside from the Pokemon and sheer probability in Pokemon, like, Pokemon has lost sight of that, I will say. Like, interesting gameplay, nah. Like, Pokemon has fallen off. The catching of the Pokemon remains motivating. The hunting of the shiny Pokemon remains motivating. But Pokemon has lost sight of what made Pokemon interesting in a lot of ways. I think, like, back in the days, like, the puzzles to get Groudon and Kyogre were so complex, and you had to actually, like, learn an in-game language. Games being HD is a huge plus for me. You know, to each his own. To each his own. It's not my priority. It's not my priority. I think, like, I want the gameplay itself to be interesting. I wanna be consumed by playing the game. I'm not gonna lie, I might call it. We caught Cobalion. I might go to sleep and we'll catch the Riolu and the Meowth tomorrow. I deserve a nice night's sleep. It's already 11:30. Oy vey. Yep. I'm gonna call it. I'll see you tomorrow. It's been great chilling with you, Esteban, and everyone else. I hope you have a fantastic night. Get you some sleep too. And we'll see you tomorrow. Right here on tcgpackrats, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take it easy. Make sure to hit the like button.